to say.
Okay, we're going to get started in just a moment. If the board members could please make sure you have your microphones on. All right, good evening. It's 6:31 p.m. on Monday, July 13th, 2026. I'd like to call the Village of Brookfield Board meeting to order. Would everyone please join me in a pledge of allegiance to the flag? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Noah, can we have a roll call, please?
Trustee Ketchmark?
Here.
Trustee Whitehead?
Here.
Trustee Hendricks?
Here.
Trustee Narimatsu?
Here.
Trustee Gilhooley?
Here.
Trustee Kaluzny? Absent. President Garvey?
Here.
And Noah Wright filling in as Deputy Village Clerk.
Thank you very much for helping out, Noah. Thank you for coming, everybody. We have several items that are appointments and presentations. The first, we are fortunate enough, we have a large portion of our Conservation Commission here tonight to give us an update on some of the commission work, but also to talk about an exciting award that was received. So I'd like to get right to them because they give so much time to the village already. I don't want to tie up their whole night. So if the Conservation Commission would like to come up to the podium, and whatever order you want to talk, if you want to talk about the award, you want to talk about the update, and you do have, one of the members is online, is that correct? Or we can start with Barrett. Okay. Are you able to, Barrett's the one that's online, right? Is he, Barrett, can you hear us? Barrett, are you there?
I am here. I was muted, so I wasn't interrupting anything that anyone else had to say. I'm not sure how loud I'm coming across.
You're coming across, I think, pretty good right now. Thank you. We,
Perfect.
I don't know if you heard, we have the members, I don't know if you can see, or if you have access to the camera or not, but we have the members of the Conservation Commission up at the podium. I indicated to the audience that we have some exciting updates from the commission, but we also have an award to talk about, and they suggested that I should go to you first, so the floor is yours.
Yeah, Barrett, do you want to tell us about the award?
I do. So just for those in attendance who don't know me, my name is Barrett Steenrod. I'm a community planner with the National Park Service, so the same federal agency you would encounter at the Grand Canyon if you went on a trip there. The National Park Service provides technical assistance to communities across the country at no cost because Congress believes that local parks are as important to the nation as the big parks that you might vacation at. And the National Park Service was involved at the invitation of the Village of Brookfield for a period of 2 years on Creekside Woods from 2023 to 2025. And the award is given to the project partners that I had the chance to work with over that time as one of the best examples of community participation with the National Park Service in my 7-year career with the agency. I've worked with communities across 5 states in that time. And what I experienced in terms of collaboration with the Village of Brookfield was second to none. And so the agency and myself wanted to express that appreciation of the way in which we were able to partner with the local members of your community on an important conservation outdoor recreation project with the giving of the National Park Service Partner Excellence Award. And I believe everything I could have said, I included in the letter that accompanied it. I don't know if Stevie Ferrari has that letter, and if she wants to read that, but certainly that can be made available to others. But again, I have just great appreciation for the work that we did with the partners at the Brookfield, on the Village of Brookfield that I worked with. I wish every project that I had was as fruitful and positive of a collaboration as I had in Brookfield. So thank you very much for the experience. Thank you for your service to your community, and just really appreciate everything that was accomplished and the way that you all stepped forward as a group of volunteers to make your community better. So congratulations.
Barrett, thank you so much. And I do have the letter here, and I would like to read it. It is actually on United States Department of the Interior letterhead, and it's dated May 18th, 2026, and it's addressed to the village and the members of the Conservation Commission. And it reads, on behalf of the National Park Service Rivers, Trails, and Conservation Assistance Program, it is my pleasure to formally recognize the exemplary partnership demonstrated by your team throughout our collaboration on the restoration and outdoor recreation enhancements for Creekside Woods, formerly South Kiwanis Park. Over the course of our 2-year partnership, you consistently demonstrated a willingness and ability to engage shoulder to shoulder with the National Park Service in service of your community's vision. It is precisely this sustained community-based collaboration and the accomplishments that have resulted from it that the National Park Service is proud to recognize through the NPC RTCA Partner Excellence Award. This award acknowledges the strength of our collaboration and the momentum you have demonstrated in bringing your community's aspirations for a renewed and improved Creekside Woods to life. Thank you for your outstanding partnership from 2023 to 2025. It has been a privilege to support your community, and it's signed by Barrett. And Barrett, I got to tell you, your words were very well taken, and I am very proud and very honored, but I'm not at all surprised how much, the term shoulder to shoulder, these people dig right in and do the work, and the volunteers. So thank you for the letter, thank you for the recognition. We actually have a very nice plaque that I'd like to present to the Conservation Commission, and maybe I'll go down and let them take a picture, and then we can give the update.
Noah, would you mind taking a picture?
The slides on there that have some images as well.
Yeah.
Come up this way and take a picture here. No, it's like multi-talented.
Okay.
Deputy village clerk as well as photographer.
Thank you.
You guys heard it, so. Here, why don't we take one with just the commission in it, and then I'll jump in for one, get your request afterwards.
Two steps.
We wish Barrett were here too, because he was really instrumental in helping us in many, many ways.
Appreciate that, Bridget. Someone did ask me if I might go down there, and as much as I would like to fly all the way down to Brookfield just for the giving of this award, I don't think I could justify the taxpayer expenditure for that by itself. So, but I appreciate the sentiment so much, and I look forward to bringing my family out to Creekside Woods once you fully built it out for them to enjoy some time. So,
Yeah, we look forward to that too. We're really grateful for the help we got from the National Park Service and Barrett's expertise. He brought like national level, world-class expertise on park design and trail building and community engagement to our project, which just really helped us approach this with a different level of professionalism. And we just learned so much during the process. We were grateful to work shoulder to shoulder with village staff, Stevie, Vic Janas, the Parks and Rec Department, spent countless hours with myself, Mega, Alan Goodcase, our volunteer historian, and Wyatt Widmer, our volunteer steward, who's helped us on the restoration pieces of the project. And as many of you know, this project got kicked off by the tireless volunteer work of Larry Police, who stepped in as our volunteer steward and helped us start the clearing at North Kiwanis, work that was later picked up by and finished, or mostly finished by the Public Works Department. So we applied for the NPS assistance grant, which really gave us the leg up we needed to kind of carry on. And Mega's going to provide a little update. Noah, do you have the slides?
Tim, you got the slides? The slides are already in the presentation. Sorry, we have a deputy village clerk filling in for the village clerk, and we have a village manager stepping in for the director. He claims that. All right, Noah's coming to bail you out again.
Yeah, we just had a couple of.
No, you took the time and we want to do this. Please take your time. You guys have spent so much time in this, and I've seen you out there, and talk about hard work.
Yeah, so it's
Very physical work, so.
So, and I think we've already presented the site plan to the village, but we'll have an updated version here. But I think we've gone over this one. You can advance 2 slides. This is perfect.
That
Or
one.
do you wanna-
Yeah, I think you had the background covered. I was gonna just get into some of the accomplishments from the past year or two. So in 2025, there were 2 primary things that our group had accomplished. One was, organizing an all-day hands-on workshop for trail construction at the site and logistics, and the training included several village staff members from Public Works, Parks and Rec, and even the village management staff. And in that training, we led the team around to the site and kind of ground truth our trail, and learned about the actual tools that would be needed to construct the site. And so that was really helpful to go through that with everyone. We also discussed things like the engineering constraints and construction constraints just to kind of help preserve the site. We also, if you wouldn't mind going back one slide, we developed interpretive signs. There were several signs developed. The example shown here is for floodplains, but there was also signs created for ecosystems and history and geology, information about the oak savanna in general, local stewardship and habitats. And especially with Alan's editing help, and he's our our local historian, we spent several months working on developing these interpretive signs, poring over all of the details and the layouts. We had assistance from through Barrett from the Iowa State Community Design Lab that helped us put these together. And these are in a state that they were given to us in a we could just print them out and install them now. So they're ready to go. We already thought about where some of the locations that these would be fitting for. So this was this helped us actually kind of visualize what the finished site might look like. And if you wouldn't mind advancing 2 slides, yep, thank you so much. And so, mostly through Wyatt's work, some of the recent accomplishments was, the Village Public Works had cleared buckthorn at this site, and that really just rapidly transformed the whole space. Through Wyatt's work days, we focused on clearing buckthorn along Salt Creek, and as part of other additional work days, part of our plan included a native screen, like a native buffer between the residences along Arden Avenue. And through several work days, including one during Project Nice shown here, this was part of the native plant installation in progress with the shrubs that'll provide that privacy. And as far as our restoration success, so the image shown here is a view of Salt Creek from the west side of the park. So again, as stated in the previous slide, through Wyatt's work days, a lot of the buckthorn along Salt Creek had been cleared where there wasn't that view shed of the creek. And so this is just, an image of what this looks like now. Primarily, I think a significant improvement at the site has been in the hydrology. There's 2 areas in particular that we consider these to be like long-term wetland sites or wetland features. And after the removal of these buckthorn areas, the site has been draining a lot faster. After heavy rainstorms, like we really don't see that same level of ponding, including after these June storms. The amount of ponding and flooding that we had seen we didn't observe that. And as with this clearing, which getting more sunlight, there is a dormant seed bed, and we're starting to see some rare native plant species kind of emerging there. So that's been exciting to see.
So I'll jump back in on the final slide. We've just got a few goals for the volunteer effort going forward. We hope to work with Public Works again to maybe get a controlled burn tentatively scheduled for early 27. That's just to keep the buckthorn suppressed. What it wants to do is send up little shoots, and it becomes like a big project to do. But the burn will both help the plants that are coming up to continue to grow and help more of the seeds to germinate, and also help us control that buckthorn and clear the area for trail work. We're going to continue planting buffer zones and clear invasive species. Buckthorn, we have mostly small pockets of buckthorn that just need to be hand cleared that we're still working our way through, and we'll keep an eye out for other invasive species while we're out there. Stevie here?
Stevie's not here this evening.
Okay, so we'll give, I only have limited information about the technical assistance grant, but we've been Stevie and the staff have been working on grant opportunities through the Illinois Transportation Enhancement Program. And in May, they received a technical assistance grant to help them apply for grant funding to pay for a bridge across Salt Creek and to help with some of the trail work. We are going to continue to help village staff and educate about the project and help build support. We've had incredible community support from the neighborhood who've really given us a ton of their time and feedback and helped shape the project and the plan. And we've also heard a lot of supportive comments from local organizations who would like to support the effort. And then I know Stevie and the staff are working with their technical assistance team to submit the grant for funding the project in the fall.
Great. And when you talk about the neighborhood support and the community support, I think that's a credit to you because the education, that area is very, the people feel very possessive of that neighborhood, and rightfully so, but the way you've worked with the neighbors, I think there was some initial fear or reluctance whenever there's change, but I've heard nothing but good comments about how you've worked with them, updated them, told them what you're doing, and now they've bought into it, and I know that makes, I mean, that was part of the thing that Barrett talked about, the community buy-in about it, and that's a credit to you and the commission for your education efforts, so thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
The view and the improvement, and as we are, so.
Thank you.
And I know Trustee Kaluzny is really bummed this was the one meeting she chose that she can't make, because she's very proud and very, very excited, just about, really giddy about this whole award and everything as we are, so thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for all the work.
And all your support. We appreciate it.
We'll hold on to the plaque for now, but myself and Katie talked about, we'll find an appropriate place to put it. I mean, it's a great
Perfect.
award, and we'll figure out a place to put it. But thank you for all your work and all the, it really is hard work, removing buckthorn and hauling it out of there. I've seen it. It's really hard work. So thank you so much for all your efforts. We appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for your support.
Okay, we'll move on. We have several reappointments, specifically to the Economic Development Commission. The first item, I'd entertain a motion to reappoint Jennifer Baader to the Economic Development Commission for a term expiring July 13th, 2029.
So moved.
Second.
Motion was made by Trustee Ketchmark, seconded by Trustee Gilhooley. Thank Jennifer for agreeing to be reappointed. Her role with the Brookfield Zoo has been key to the commission and our relationship with the zoo, so we appreciate her with her very busy schedule agreeing to serve, continue to serve on the commission. Does anyone else have any questions or comments on the reappointment? Okay, hearing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Ketchmark?
Aye.
Trustee Whitehead?
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks?
Aye.
Trustee Narimatsu?
Aye.
Trustee Gilhooley?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. The next item, I'd entertain a motion to reappoint David Pardun to the reappoint to the Economic Development Commission for a term expiring July 13th, 2029.
So moved.
Second.
Motion was made by Trustee Ketchmark, second by Trustee Gilhooley. Again, Dave has, a lot of experience in this area of business. His family, his wife owns Fill My Jar, and I know he's been an asset. And these are all very busy people, like serve on all our commissions. So we thank them for agreeing to give more time to the village. So, anyone else have questions or comments on this reappointment? Okay, hearing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Ketchmark?
Aye.
Trustee Whitehead?
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks?
Aye.
Trustee Narimatsu?
Aye.
Trustee Gilhooley?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. And last but not least, I'd entertain a motion to reappoint Phillip Richard to the Economic Development Commission for a term expiring July 13th, 2029.
So moved.
Second.
The motion was made by Trustee Ketchmark, second by Trustee Gilhooley. Phil, with his he is First National Bank of Brookfield, and they've partnered with us and assisted the village in so many ways, not the least of which is him serving on the Economic Development Commission. So again, with his very busy schedule, we thank him for agreeing to be reappointed. Any other questions or comments on the reappointment? Okay, roll call, please.
Trustee Ketchmark?
Aye.
Trustee Whitehead?
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks?
Aye.
Trustee Narimatsu?
Aye.
Trustee Gilhooley?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. And none of them could be here tonight to be sworn in. We'll arrange for them to be sworn in. And just a real quick Phil Richards story. He, as many of you know, First National Bank has been a longtime friend and to the village, but also a longtime friend to Brookfield Little League and sponsors teams, the scoreboard, so many things over the decades. In fact, when I was a little kid, they sponsored my team that won the Overhaul tournament, and Phil has always been so excited and proud of their work over there. Well, Phil informed me, I think it was at the shops, one of the events of the shops, that he had the privilege of coaching his son's Little League team, his 12-year-old season in Western Springs, and his team won the Western Conference Little League Championship. So he will be coaching a team in the Overhaul tournament coming up in September. and he was just over the moon about getting to play and coach on Overholt Field after sponsoring and doing so many things for years. So when the details come about the Overholt tournament, I'll share it with the board, but Phil was very excited about that, so congratulations to Phil and his team from Western Springs. Okay, that ends the items under appointments and presentations. I will now open it up to public comment. Is there anyone on this side that has any public comment? Okay, hearing none. Anybody on this side? Okay, hearing no public comment at this time, I'll move on to reports of special committees, please. Trustee Narimatsu.
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to approve the corporate warrant dated July 13th, 2026, in the amount of $2,162,836.56.
Second.
Okay, the motion was made by Trustee Narimatsu, second by Trustee Hendricks. Any highlights or things you want to point out?
Yes, this was a larger warrant because of the extra week between board meetings, but just wanted to point out an invoice for almost $24,000 to leak detection and location survey. That was for our, twice a year, there's a leak detection and location survey that inspects 316,800 linear feet of our water mains, and so that was that expense. And then we had almost $28,000 for new signs at Kiwanis, Elliott Creekside, and Maple South Parks, for both the signs and the installation. And then $172,000 for Hancock Engineering for various infrastructure projects, and $676,000 to Narduli Concrete for the 2026 street improvements. That's it.
Thank you. Do any board members have any questions or comments about items on the warrant? Okay, hearing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Ketchmark.
Aye.
Trustee Whitehead.
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks.
Aye.
Trustee Narimatsu.
Aye.
Trustee Gilhooley.
Aye.
Motion passes.
And with respect to Public Works, there's some new staff. There's a new Deputy Director of Public Works, Matt Hadlick, that started, and a new Management Analyst will be starting on August 3rd. And then I just wanted to thank our Public Works Department. I know there's been a lot going on this summer with the 4th of July events and farmers markets and all sorts of cleanup after all the storms, so just thank you to all of the DPW staff. And as always, you can use the C-Click Fix function on the village's website to report any Public Works issues. That ends my report.
Thank you. Trustee Gilhooley, Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, the chamber has a lot going on this summer, a lot of different events. First of which most people know about by now is the farmers market. Every Saturday. It's been hot, but also really wonderful over there. Lots of cool drinks, lots of food, lots of fun stuff, lots of flower and vegetable vendors. So check that out if you have not. It is still located here in the parking lot of Village Hall. And they also have a few events coming up. The car show, this is a classic car show. They host this annually. This year it is August 23rd from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. and it's on the western side of Broadway off the Circle. So specific address 9202, but you'll see it, anything west of the Circle there will be the car show. There will be awards, live music, vendors, and some pretty amazing cars to check out there. They also have scheduled a Creative Arts Festival, 2 days this year, September 19th and 20th, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Artists, different makers, performers, a lot of creative stuff going on. That will be held in Kiwanis Park. There's artists sign up online if you'd like to, if you have a creative side or if you're an artist and have a business, feel free to sign up, or if you know someone who might enjoy doing that, please let them know. Let's see here. So same thing goes for the car show. I meant to mention that as well. If any vendors wanted to sign up, you could do that on the website. And then the Brookfield Block Party, 3 dates for the block party, July 24th, August 28th, September 25th. That is from 5 to 8 p.m. on the stretch of Grand Avenue, and just lots of fun activities and things happening there and downtown Brookfield along all the shops there. So there also will be some vendors there. So there's also vendor sign up on the chamber website, which is brookfieldchamber.net. And
that's it for now.
Trustee Trustee
Oh,
Hendricks?
Can I,
No.
I'm so sorry. I
Absolutely
forgot
not.
one important thing. We did have a ribbon cutting on, what day was that? Saturday? Friday. The Dollar Tree on Ogden Avenue has opened, so a lot of members of staff there, and chamber members as well to help welcome the new Dollar Tree. The staff from Dollar Tree was very excited. We got some pictures with them, and then they opened the doors. There was also people waiting just to go in, so we all went in and shopped after. So it was really a nice event, and we're, thanks to staff for all the work to help that happen, make that happen, and I think it's going to be very welcome here in Brookfield.
Yes, very excited. Thank you, Trustee Gilhooley. Trustee Hendricks, Planning and Zoning Library?
No report.
Thank you. Trustee Ketchmark?
The Economic Development Commission meets this Wednesday at 8:30. We'll report back after that.
Thank you. Trustee Whitehead, Parks and Recreation?
Yes, first some department updates. The summer is off to a fantastic start with a packed Music on Grand event in June. I know my boys and I really loved the country music headliner, so my vote is that they return next summer. We also had a wonderful 4th of July parade and America 250 celebration. Thank you to all the staff and volunteers who helped with the parade. Every year it's just such an incredible community event. And then it was extra special this year because of the 250 celebration and the rededication of our Liberty Bell replica. Trustee Ketchmark did a fantastic job, as he always does, filling in on the context and the history around the bell. John Dumas did a great job with a dramatic reading of a poem. I think I did pretty well ringing the bell. So it was a team effort and really just a great day that showcased our community's pride and patriotism. So thank you to everybody who really made that happen. Also, Friday night concerts in the park have been really well attended so far. The first 3 dates, there's still 7 dates remaining in the summer. The next Music on Grand will be Saturday, July 25th. The Tom Petty tribute band Free Falling is headlining that night, July 25th. Ellert Park Field 1, that's the largest field at Ellert Park baseball field where our RB plays. The Phase 2 construction for that renovation project should be beginning later this week. We'll be putting in a new storage unit and a portable press box behind home plate, so that facility will be even further upgraded very soon. Significant progress has been made on the Maple South Park Improvement Project over the last several weeks. Earthwork and grading have been completed, successfully addressing the park's stormwater drainage improvements while prepping the site for the next phase of construction. A new playground has been fully installed and mulch has been placed in the play area, and the project is now going into its final stage. Just have to install the sidewalk and some sod, but we are just days away from being able to enjoy a new park at Maple South. Summer camp programs continue, and we're getting positive feedback from families, including my own. My kids have really enjoyed summer camp, brains and games. But I know the heat and the weather have been challenging for staff and for families, so thank you for everybody for managing that chaos. Finally, the Parks and Rec Foundation duck sales continue at the farmers market and other community event. The farmers market crowds have been really great, so our sales are following that momentum. A reminder, ducks are $5 each. You can win up to $1,000 if your duck wins the race. If you purchase 10 ducks for $50, you'll get a free golden duck that can add to your prize money. So come see us at the farmers market and other community events. All proceeds from the duck race and all the foundation's events go to local families in need who are looking to enroll in parks programming. Depending on their income level, families are eligible for discounts of up to 50% on registration fees. The Parks and Rec Commission next meets on Tuesday, July 21st at 6:30 right here at Village Hall. That's it.
Thank you, Trustee Whitehead. The Solid Waste Agency and WCMC have not met. Brookfield Zoo continues. They've had a very busy summer. They've had really good crowds with the weather and some of their concerts and upcoming events. I, too, want to just take a moment and add my thanks to everyone that, not just the 4th of July parade, but all the other events we've had. I mean, I know the board recognizes how much we ask of staff and our volunteers, but when you think about, we go from a Friday night concert to the Saturday Music on Grand, and then the following week we got the 4th of July, which is a really big production to put on, the Party in the Park. And Mother Nature hit us with a couple storms, so our, all of our departments are involved. Public Works especially had a rough couple weeks with the heat, setting up all these events, taking down things, the storm pickup, even the morning of the parade, clearing the parade route. So there's no downtime. I want to thank Matt Odom, our new Parks and Recreation Director, for his first parade, his first Music on Grand. I wasn't there for the Music on Grand, but I heard everything went great. These are the events that we know the residents and our neighboring community residents love, and we know it takes a lot of work to put on, but I didn't want it to pass without saying thank you. And also to all the volunteers. I know the board members recognize all the faces, the people that are out there early, setting up the parade, making sure crossing guards and people calling out the, lining up the floats and everything throughout the day. This couldn't happen without all those volunteers. It's a long, hot day, so many of those people give the time so we could all enjoy the holiday and the event. And I may be biased, but I think we do the best 4th of July parade around. And I had the pleasure of talking to several of our elected officials, including Congressman Chuy Garcia showed up for the parade, and afterwards sent me a very nice text about how impressed he was with the parade and the sense of community and the Liberty Bell ceremony. And we had State Representative Lisa Hernandez and State Senator Mike Porfirio at the bell ringing. And again, they were all just completely impressed with the event and the size of the crowd and the welcoming nature. So that's a tribute to our staff and our volunteers. So thank you to all of them. And then I just have one quick announcement about some success that we've had with the Brookfield Little League. The Brookfield 10U All-Stars, so that's 10 and under, it's a combination of 8, 9, 10-year-old All-Stars, Brookfield boys, just won the district title. I think it was 2 nights ago. District titles are a big deal. We've won a few in softball recently. It's been quite a while since I think we won one in baseball. We have an outstanding Little League, but we're also surrounded by outstanding Little Leagues. LaGrange, Western Springs, Riverside, LaGrange Park all have outstanding Little Leagues. So to win a district title is quite an accomplishment. So congratulations to the 10U team. They had to win 2 games the same night. They had to beat the Village of LaGrange All-Star team twice in one night to win because they had fallen into the consolation bracket, but they won the first game 8-5 and then the second game 5-4. So they're district champs. They now move to the state level, which I believe is in Roseland, south side of Chicago, coming up this week, where they'll be playing for the state championship level. So congratulations to them, and I think you'll be seeing them at a future board meeting. We'll let them keep making their run, and we'll congratulate them on all their titles all at once. But I just wanted to congratulate the team on the big victory. So thank you.
President Garvey, can
Yes,
I left
absolutely.
out something very important? I apologize. We were able to host our first artisan market this past Wednesday. It's the first time we've been able to do that since it's been rained out 3 times prior. So I was able to go over there. It was really lovely. And the best part too is the shops on Progress Park were all open at the same time. So there was just a great crowd there, food vendors, and I found some beautiful stuff from a fair trade vendor there too, and just can't wait for the next one. So thank you to staff for working so hard to get that going. And the shops on Progress Park seem to be doing really well too. I've had a good chance to talk to all of the owners there and maybe buy a few things here and there. So also encourage people to come out to those Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and any special events with like the artisan market.
Yes, thank you for reminding me about that. I was at the shops this weekend, and several of them commented about the crowds that night, and some are opening Thursday night and Friday night because there's just more foot traffic.
Yep.
And are doing well. So thank you, and thank you to Mother Nature for finally being nice to us on a Wednesday night. So hopefully get many more of those. All right, at this point, I'd entertain a motion to pass the omnibus agenda.
So moved.
Second.
The motion was made by Trustee Whitehead, second by Trustee Hendricks. Roll call, please.
Trustee Ketchmark,
Aye.
Trustee Whitehead,
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks,
Aye.
Trustee Narimatsu,
Aye.
Trustee Gilhooley.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. We have 2 items under regular business. The first, I'd entertain a motion to pass a resolution authorizing the levy of an additional tax for the Brookfield Public Library Site and Building Fund.
So moved.
Second.
Motion was made by Trustee Narimatsu, second by Trustee Gilhooley. This is an annual request. The mechanics of the tax levy are that the Village of Brookfield's Library Board passes their levy and levy items, but we have to pass it through the Village of Brookfield. It becomes part of our levy, but it's a separate action on their part. At their June 24th meeting, they approved a resolution authorizing an additional levy for purposes of funding various property, building, and maintenance projects pursuant to state statute. This board must act on it, and if there's any challenges, there is a challenge process through a petition process that would go through if anyone wants to challenge this, but we do this every year, so. Any questions or comments from the board? Okay, hearing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Ketchmark?
Aye.
Trustee Whitehead?
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks?
Aye.
Trustee Narimatsu?
Aye.
Trustee Gilhooley?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Okay, thank you. The next item, I'd entertain a motion to pass a resolution to approve a property improvement grant request for signage and facade improvements for GoodxTimes Barbershop, PLLC at 3501 Maple.
So moved.
Second.
The motion was made by Trustee Hendricks, second by Trustee Whitehead. We have a memo in our packet. Libby, would you like to talk about this for a moment? Because it's kind of a newer, and we do have the applicants or business owners here. We're very proud to have them here tonight, but if you want to.
Certainly, I just wanted to, Michael and Jessica are both here. They're longtime residents in Brookfield, and they have their business set up there at 8 Corners. They've done a nice job, built a customer base, and they have now come. This was the first time we had the Planning and Zoning Commission review the facade grant, so they're asking for the facade and the signage grant. So the renderings that you have, it looks great. They're very excited to get started. We already are talking about getting the permits. So if you have any additional questions, they're here to answer any of them. But it has been unanimously recommended by the PZC to move it forward and approve the PIP grant.
Thank you. I think it was at your ribbon cutting when we talked about, you heard we had a PIP program and a sign improvement program. It was like the ribbon cutting you talked about, and I'm like, go for it, and it's happened. So we have some of the pictures about the proposed improvements and things, and I think it looks great. I'm glad the Planning and Zoning Commission unanimously recommended it, but we're very excited. We appreciate you making a further investment in your business. You've been a big part of Brookfield. I know you're very active in a lot of the events and very welcoming and friendly, and you're on a very visible street and a visible site, so we appreciate you taking these steps. Why don't you please come up? I'd be happy to have you come up. I don't like to put people on the spot, but this is a chance for you to talk a little bit about the project and your business.
I just want to say thank you guys. One of the first times I met with Paul and Kendra about purchasing that property, the first thing she did was leave the room and print out all the ways we could change signage to make it according, because there used to be the giant billboards. So like, we're just really grateful for everything, you guys.
Yeah. I'm a regular customer, and I so appreciate your business, and the culture you guys have in that shop is awesome. I'm always excited to stop in, and I know you've been excited about this project and showing me the plans on your phone as it's moving forward, and grateful for the work that village staff working with you to make it happen. So I'm really excited that you all got to this point.
Thank you. I'm just excited for the outside to look as good as the inside, and our hearts and effort and passion into it. We put a lot of work into maintaining it, so this will be a true, it'll be a really good start with everything, and I'll be more proud to take pictures of it and pay for professional photography of it and everything. It'll be really awesome.
It's obvious how much work you've put into it, and I know you operate the business also, but just making the business look better and doing that. And there was not a lot of tears shed when that sign came down, the old sign that apparently was popular decades ago.
And if I can add the Wednesday artisan thing, there was so many more people than usual on a Wednesday night. It was awesome. It was noticeable. All the families walking by, going over, so it was really cute.
That's great to hear.
No, you're a great shop, and I know you, like I said, you take part in so many events in the village, which we appreciate, and you are very kind to have dog biscuits. My dogs cannot walk past your front door without, when you're closed on Sunday mornings and I walk by, they don't believe me that you're closed because they get a dog biscuit, even though I have a bunch of them in my pocket, but you're very dog-friendly and everything else, too. So thank you for all you've done. We're very excited about this. I mean, I guess we got a little vote to do here, but I have a feeling I have a feeling I know how the vote's going to go. So
Thank you guys so much.
Thanks so much.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Any questions or comments from the board? Okay,
Looks great.
we have a motion and a second. We have a roll call, please.
Trustee Ketchmark?
Aye.
Trustee Whitehead?
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks?
Aye.
Trustee Narimatsu?
Aye.
Trustee Gilhooley?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Before I go to the manager's report, I did make a mistake earlier, and I'm glad Noah reminded me. I said Senator Porfirio was there. He actually texted me that morning and said he couldn't come, but Senator Javier Cervantes was present along with Lisa Hernandez, and Senator Cervantes actually spent a good part of the day with us. He led the Pledge of Allegiance in the park, so I thank him for coming out. But Senator Porfirio had sent his regrets that he couldn't make it, but I just wanted to clear that up and make it clear who was there, so thank you, Noah. Tim, do you have anything in the manager's report? Okay. There being no further business on the village board agenda, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn the village board meeting at 7:13 PM.
So moved.
Second.
The motion to adjourn was made by trustee Narimatsu, second by trustee Hendricks. Roll call, please.
Trustee Ketchmark?
Aye.
Trustee Whitehead?
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks?
Aye.
Trustee Narimatsu?
Aye.
Trustee Gilhooley?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. We're adjourned at 7:13. We'll start the committee of the whole meeting in just a few moments.
You might interact with her, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, she's happy to be here, first board meeting, so. That's great.
I so
appreciate the coverage that the landmark provides. Stella does a fantastic job, so you're.
Yeah, no, I love working